a stud. You're a stud. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. I actually was very lucky to meet your beautiful daughter backstage, JJ.
Isn't she the best?
She's so cute.
I know.
How old is she?
12.
12.
12.
And is she starting to understand what Dad does for a living or no?
She does, but I think it's recent. I mean, she always knew that I went off and I did things that she wasn't allowed to watch. And
Smart, very good dad. Good dad.
good dad, yeah, not age appropriate,
Yeah.
we like to say.
Yeah.
But now she, I think she's creeped into that age to where I think she might be able to watch Countdown. I might have to, watch it with her, but
yeah.
But she's excited about it, and
I can't wait to talk about Countdown. It's fantastic. It's so rad. But before that,
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you about something, and that is your modeling career.
Oh.
This is something, I took a deep dive into this and really did my research, and I found a photo shoot.
Jimmy, I don't have a modeling career.
Oh, I'm about to show you. You did. I'm talking about a JCPenney catalog around. If I say it's in the 90s somehow. Does this guy ring a bell, Jensen? Boing! Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You can save 25% and get a free Walkman.
No, do you get a free walk? No, that was not part of the deal. Look at this one. This is my favorite one.
Oh,
You're
there's
like,
more?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
like-
yeah.
Look, zoom in. What'd you say to me?
Yeah.
Look at that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like being sassy. You're like, what'd you say to me, old man?
I wore that last weekend.
I want this outfit. Next
I
time you
know.
come on, we should both wear these.
Don't tempt me.
Look at this guy.
Hey.
Yeah, that's a total model move. Yeah.
See, this might have been right around the time that Joey was going, how you doing? And
You were doing the same thing?
I think that's what
How
that
you
was.
doing?
That was my how you doing pose.
You just finished filming the 5th and final season of The Boys. Man,
Yes.
I love that show. That is unbelievable. That is next level, and we've heard that a bit of this season will maybe have a little bit of a supernatural reunion.
Yes.
Jared Padalecki?
So Eric Kripke, who created Supernatural,
Yeah.
he is also the writer showrunner of The Boys. So he, when he likes to work with somebody, he likes to continue working with them. And
a loyal dude.
I was the benefactor of that, obviously. But then he thought, oh, what a great idea. Let's just bring the cast back together, splash the ratings a little bit. Not that it needs it.
But tune in. It could happen to any episode.
But
We're
it
not
could.
sure.
And it was funny because there was a little concern that we're gonna get Jared and Misha and Jensen together, and it's gonna be a little wacky because 15 years together, we got a little off.
History, yeah.
There's a lot of history, but it was also a house that we built, and we were able to destroy it the way we wanted to.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I had to kind of remind them. I was like, hey guys, this isn't our house, okay? You gotta
Behave
You
here.
gotta behave. You gotta. Jared, you've got to flush
Jared,
the toilet.
you've
got to flush the toilet
Gotta
here.
flush
Yeah.
the tea. Yeah.
No, but it was a really good time. I can't wait
But
to
you
be
still
able
have
to say
is
more.
it
But
Supernatural Con? What is the thing?
yeah, well, we do like these Comic-Cons. We do like these fan conventions, these fan appearances, and
They're getting bigger and bigger.
They are, and I thought that they would fizzle out like once the show's been off for 5 years.
Yeah.
And they're still growing, and we're still getting asked to come to these different cities.
Is it streaming? Is that why everyone's watching?
Netflix, I think it's done really, really well on Netflix. A lot of people during the pandemic, I think, found it, and they binged all 15 seasons, and now they're coming to these events, and they're wanting to ask us questions. And it's really unique because, for somebody who was behind the camera, doing film, doing television, we don't have an audience. We have a camera that gives us absolutely no emotional response.
Correct.
It's not like sitting here. You know when a joke lands. You know when it doesn't.
Trust me.
Right.
They almost forgot about it, and now you're going to bring it up again.
Listen, you brought up my old modeling photos.
All right. Deal's a deal. Deal's a deal.
But it really, it's interesting because it gives us a chance. Those are just stuck on set and we're doing day after day, and maybe you might get a giggle from a boom operator, and that's about it. But
Yes.
now we get to go and we get to see these crowds of people who really enjoy what we do, and it's energizing, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Gotta feel great.
It's awesome.
Any idea for maybe a Supernatural reboot?
I mean, look, it's always hanging out there. I think there's a reason we did it for 15 years. We enjoyed it. We enjoyed each other. We enjoyed the story, the characters. It was hard to hang it up, but I don't know that we ever hang it up in Supernatural. So
Yeah, good.
we'll see.
Let's talk about your new series.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Countdown. I love this. This is a thriller with all sorts of action. How do we set this up?
It's a bit of a throw. So Derek Haas, who created the show, it was a big fan of like the '80s action movies and then the '80s, '90s. You're talking about your Die Hards and your Lethal Weapons.
Yes.
And talking about the A-Team and
Yes, these are
so
all great.
he wanted to kind of like take a little bit of that inspiration and make something today. And so he wrote this action-packed thrill ride with humor, with heart.
Yeah.
And it's all packed into this, lively package. And I was really excited because, as a child of, growing up in the 80s and 90s, like those were like the Bruce Willises and the Kurt Russells.
You say that one line.
And, I mean, come on.
You got
all
those
of
lines.
Them. You line them up.
Yeah.
And so
By the way, you're great at the action scenes.
Well,
are you so good at used to it now after all these years?
I'm sore, Jimmy. I'm sore.
No, don't let us believe that.
No, I love it. I mean, I sometimes I joke. I'm like, give me a day where I have to like get run over by a car, thrown through a wall, over a day where I have to cry. That's
that's good. Yeah.
That's the hard part.
Do you have to re-record and do ADR like on lines of like where you have a fight scene where like we didn't get enough grunts out of you, Jensen? Do you mind?
Yeah, because
do you mind pretending you get hit in the face in this microphone for a second?
Yeah, so I mean, when I started doing that, it's called ADR or looping. I think Charlize just alluded to that. So when you do this additional recording, and you have to kind of match it to the action on camera. I thought, okay, well, I need to like do the punches and do the moves in order to recreate the sounds.
You're not on camera at this point.
I'm not on camera, so I quickly realized, why am I sweating in a recording studio? Because I'm doing all
this.
And I early figured out that I did not need to do that, and I could literally sit down and just go, ha! Oh! Yeah!
Oh, I love that's my favorite one.
Yeah, that's right there. That's a solar plex. That's
Yeah.
That's right.
You guys all want to try it together? All right, 3, 2, 1. There you go. See, they're very good. I want to show a clip. Here's Jensen Ackles in Countdown. Take a look at this.
Hey, yo, this you?
Sorry?
Is this yours?
I'm sorry, what?
No, this is coffee yours.
Oh, no.
No?
I didn't get a coffee.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was... Oh,
Are you?
I'm so sorry. That's my...
Yeah. No.
Here, let me...
No, hey. I'm good.
Okay. Can I buy you something?
I'm fine.
You good?
I got it.
All right. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Jensen Ackles, everybody. Countdown. Countdown premieres June 25th on Prime Video. We'll be right back with a performance from Lucas Nelson. Stick around.